What's next for brands in digital advertising?
Yeah, listen, I think there's a lot of new territory that's opening up. It's hard not to see it as you walk around the halls. I'm here all week and I'm spending a lot of time with my leadership team. Some of the folks are here today, and we're thinking a lot about what I like to refer to as experiential storytelling, which I kind of put AR, VR into that bucket. A lot around non-visual branding, which is kind of the way I think about voice, or the world of Spotify and podcasting, this notion of like how you brand where it's kind of more multi-sensory. And I think there's a lot that we need to figure out there, and there's a massive amount of upside if we kind of get that right. And I'm trying to figure out, kind of similar to when we were first starting to work with Facebook, how do you put together the learning grid as you look at these new areas, how do we learn smart? Because obviously you can't spread the money or the resources across everyone. You have to pick the best possible areas, but that's pretty interesting. And then obviously there's service models in my new title, and I do believe that service layers are a new competitive advantages for brands. I'm not sure product alone will kind of do everything to get competitive advantage, so we've got to think about what is that additional utility functionality that we bring to consumers. And so I'm thinking very, very hard about that. In many cases that may involve paid media, but oftentimes it may involve a heavy dose of owned and earned.
Okay, so it's a real shift for you as you go into 2018, and part of the reason why you're spending so much time here with your team here this week for looking.
Yeah, we have a lot to figure out, but I'm incredibly excited. Anybody here who's not super excited about the this new canvas that we're painting with mobile technology, immersive technology, it's super, super exciting.
Okay, so share with everybody a few examples of some stuff.
Yeah, listen, I think we've got a couple examples here. So, we've done, this was actually the winner of our creative competition that we had at Cannes with Facebook, and I think we had like 80 brands compete, and this was Roundtree, where I think they really pushed the needle. Maybe push the needle on both the canvas and the carousel art formats, and very good at kind of getting impact immediately, but really kind of opening up a very powerful story. And we were very, very happy with the brand lift results that came out of this. Another example I think I have here is that we're doing a lot more testing around lower funnel execution. So here we have one where one of our markets did a partnership with...
We're just going through the camera.
Oh, gotcha, okay. Yeah, we give that full justice. The great thing about my job is just working with the teams that develop this, because, it's a new canvas that they're kind of pushing through, and it was just the agencies obviously play a very important role. Creativity is still critically important in this space, and we've really seen some of the best emerge from our agencies. Here's an example where, we've had brands that have done partnerships with, retailers, in this case, Lazada, where we're really pushing lower funnel metrics and doing more promotional activity. I think it's an area we're pushing you hard on. It's increasingly important as we push into e-commerce and the like, but we're certainly encouraged with some of the results so far and trying to learn fast. And then, here's an example where the next one is, obviously, Purina was one of the first brands to do stories, and if you kind of flip to the next.
Look, meow, right? Meowed it. I mean, totally meowed.
Now, you can take stories in a lot of different directions, but listen, we're trying to encourage the brands to get in early. We do think there's both paid and earned media upside of kind of getting it right, and then we're trying to really figure out, okay, what works, what doesn't, in what context, and the like. So, but we're very committed to testing all parts of the platform, and learning fast also means that if we don't think that video in some context is not cutting it, we're going to move away and try to find where we will get the biggest return.